Hello, all. I hope you've had a good day. I hope you've had a good Halloween. I worked both my jobs today. I just got home, and so much came to me today. I bought this Halloween shirt at my second job. I work at a department store, and I forgot that I told one of my managers, whom I dearly love. I love all the people I work with at the department store that I work at. That is my numero uno, favorite. I love everybody that I work with there. But I forgot that I told her we were gonna wear orange, and then I show up tonight not wearing orange, and so I felt bad, and so I bought a shirt there. So that's this one. Nice little $10 right here. But it came to me today. Couple of things. So Candace did an episode today. She generally doesn't, and I haven't even watched her documentary on Gaza. I may watch that tonight. I definitely will watch it tomorrow if I don't watch it tonight, but we'll see. But watching hers today, oh my gosh. I can't even tell you guys how much I resonate with all the stuff that she talks about in reference to the timeline and the events of Charlie Kirk, and just the deception and the betrayal and how deep it goes and how big it is. And it's greater than Charlie, it's greater than me, it's greater, you know what I mean? And it's really crazy. It's crazy. Here's the craziest part. I was telling my coworker about this time. There's one portion of it, which I am going to rewatch the episodes because I want to check the dates. Because I'm just curious how many of those dates align with my timeline. Because I've been working on my timeline. And I'm very curious if there's any alignment. One of the dates that she mentioned on the timeline, which was July 20th, which is hilarious because she's like, we need to check that. Go ahead, let's mark that, because that's an important date. There's something there that I think we might learn there on that date. That's an important date. Let's check that date, July 20th. July 20th is my ex's birthday. So there's a coincidence right there. That's a big quinky dink. That's a quinky dink. I'm like, really? I feel so much strong pull there. I really do. I know that there has been a war waged between him and I, and he's been so much used against me and my little heart, and they just so badly didn't want us to speak or communicate because he knows the full scope of everything outside of the pieces of the puzzle that I'm putting together intuitively, by the grace of God. And so there's so much that I'm just going to sit and talk to the divine and really work through this weekend. But there's a couple things that came to me today. There's a training that I did today at my other job. And because this is the American way, baby. You work two jobs and you still don't make enough to live on your own working two jobs. Okay? At least not in the state of Florida, you don't. Not with the cost of living here. And I know that's across the board. And they know that too. They know exactly what they're doing to us, and they just do not care. They literally don't. It's just crazy to me. It sickens me. But it came to me. It came up in the training session, and I wanted to touch on this. So in reference to, when you're in the business world, whatever that looks like for you, whether it's the property management industry, marketing, real estate, service industry, construction, insurance claims, whatever. There is a portion of the industry where it is beneficial to create business relationships and create, a connection with different people that you are going to be working with on, the regular basis that are inside your career field, that once you build that rapport, it can help build a better presentation for you as whatever it is you're crafting in your career, because you have built, for example, when I was in property management, I built a great rapport with all my vendors. I built a great rapport with all my cleaners. I built a great rapport with all the real estate agents that I work with. That's how I got a lot of my referrals. And so I built a great rapport with these people. They could count on me when I give them their word and this and that, and I scratch yours, you scratch mine type thing, right? I completely agree with that. Ask them about their family, get to know them, all these things. 100%. 100%. Couldn't agree with it more. I stand on that type of connection, right? But when I made my video yesterday in reference to the skewedness of professionalism being lost in that said company, let me tell you the difference in that. There is a difference than treating your coworkers or said your employees as family, as you say, but then you start really crossing over the fine lines of asking them about their personal life, about their love life, about their marriage, about their relationships with their significant others. That is a little bit extreme. That takes it against the lines of a little too personal. That's a little too personal for my liking. Do you understand? And see, I had worked there for 8.5 years, and I allowed those boundaries to be crossed. And so I set the tone, and it was allowed. Ooh, that chill. It was allowed, and I take ownership in that. All right, but never again will I ever let that boundary be crossed. I won't. There is a difference between that. And furthermore, your boss does not get on the phone with your child and then tell your child that they are breaking your back, that they need to get a job, that they need to quit soccer, okay? That they're going to return the suit that their mother, being me, bought them. Okay, and that we're going to move to one of your said rental properties, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. This is my boss talking to my son in front of me. That is a big no-no neither. All right, we're not married. You have a wife, last I checked. You have a wife and kids. All right, you should be worried about them, not my kid. This is my kid, and I will parent how I want. Now, whether people agree with how you parent your kid, that is neither here nor there. People are not going to agree with your parenting. I've come to realize that. People are going to judge your parenting. No matter what, they're going to. Nobody's a perfect parent. I surely have not been the perfect parent, and I definitely don't have it figured out. And there's a million things that I wish I could go back and do again. 100%. Okay? But when it comes to other people parenting my child or people telling me how to parent my child, that's a no-no. Unless I ask you for advice. That's crossing the bar, you know? And I think so often enough, we cross the bar and we allow people into our said reality, and that's where things get skewed. That's where things get a little weird. You know? And so I wanted to make sure that I clarified those things, okay? Because people need to understand what is normal and what is okay and what is not normal and not okay. These are peculiar behaviors. And so if you find yourself in scenarios like this, I would be on high alert because it's not normal. Furthermore, I can't imagine a wife wanting their husband to speak to other women like this. That would be a little bit peculiar. For example, if I was said married and I knew my husband was speaking to his employees like this, that would rub me the wrong way. I'd be like, why are you so involved in their life? Why don't you step on into our lane? Let's work on us. What we got going on here? You know what I mean? And so I'm not trying to throw shade here, but this is just truth. This is truth. I know what they've said. I know what they've smeared me. I know what they've done. But this is straight truth. What I'm saying. And I'm so tired of things getting misconstrued. And my words being dissected, misused, and turned around to benefit their narrative while everybody keeps exploiting me, keeps doing the most, and keeps acting crazy and then calling me I'm crazy. No, you guys are not normal. This is not normal behavior. This little Truman Show that I'm in, this little exploitation, this is not normal. Okay? And the line has been drawn. And you can keep playing these games. We can keep playing these games. And I'm just going to keep gaining more momentum at this point.